Alright, all you listeners of the madness, and especially you Flash game lovers out there, welcome back to Under the Radar. And I know a couple of you out there are a little bit confused because we said on Friday, originally, we were going to have the 2003 Survivor Series for this show. But unfortunately, with some delegations with the PR department, and not only that, but with our sleep cycle still trying to adjust to the extra hour we were given, yeah, we unfortunately were unable this weekend to watch the 2003 Survivor Series and give you guys the full results that you properly reserved for this pay-per-view. Or deserve. Thank you for the correction, Maestro. But on the bright side of all of this, folks, we are able to bring to you fans out there for this show another promise that we made, that if a show that is a milestone that is nowhere near pay-per-view, we will be able to bring Flash games to your doorstep for Flashmania. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for us to open up our browsers, see if the Adobe's updated, and check out what sort of Flash games we can play while waiting for our next class to start, or just in between doing things, for another edition of Flashmania. And the first Flash game that we have up comes from the website of miniplay.com with their game, Radinator. And for those who are wondering at home, yes, this is the same Radinator I've been talking about for several different screenshots and games that I've been talking about on all the shows for the past couple of months. And the basis of this game is that you play a rat that's an exterminator. Yeah, enough said. And they even have now a sandbox mode for this, where you can go around and take out all the said different spiders and insects that you will take on in this game. And the only tip of advice we have for you fans out there for this is to make sure you're well armed before entering in a room, because there are certain traps around there that if you're not paying attention, will catch you off guard and get you killed. So yeah, be careful. And the next game that we have up comes from the website of freeonlinegames.com with their game, Madness Retaliation. Or possibly the other Madness game, Madness 3. As a matter of fact, mention them both in the same sentence, folks, because this game, the reason why we mention it for this week, involves you as a character who has a limitless amount of weapons at your disposal to try to take out your opponents. And I think one of my favorite weapons for this game has to be the Spaz 12 shotgun. Neither that or the AA-12. Not too entirely sure if they got rid of it or not, but either way, cool weapon to have. And not to mention, another cool thing about this game is the different amount of knives you get a chance to use, and swords that you can throw at your opponent and send it flying right into their heads, which is very helpful. And the only tip of advice we have for this game, folks, is to make sure you play this in a big screen environment, because if you don't, and you try to throw the sword at your opponent and the mouse clicks off the screen, that probably will cost you with the amount of enemies they send after you. Especially in the endless enemy mode that's in, I guess, number 3 of the Madness installments. And as a matter of fact, according to the Maestro, they're currently working on a 3D version called Project Nexus 2, with Madness in front of it, which is not that bad. And the next game that we have up comes from the Free Online Games webpage of freeonlinegames.com with their game, Play City Fire Truck Rescue. And this game allows you to be a firefighter in an open field answering a multitude of different calls, which automatically reminds me of, I guess, Grand Theft Auto, for when you decide to be a firefighter and jump in a truck to put out fires. And the only tip of advice we have for you fans out there is make sure you pay attention to the map. Enough said, because you could miss a turn or read it a little bit too often, take a turn too early, which may cost people their lives, because the clock is ticking no matter which direction you go into for this game. And the last but not least game that we have up for Flashmania for this week comes from none other than FreeOnlineGames.com with their game, Play Smash City 2, or just Smash City 2, which is a game where you raise monsters from eggs to fight against other monsters in open city environments, which for some strange reason reminds me of a combination of Rampage World Tour with a little hint of, I guess, Pokemon. Yeah, definitely Pokemon. And the only tip of advice we have for you fans out there, since there's a rage meter attached to your said monster that you raise, is that you focus all of your attacks on trying to raise that rage meter to its fullest to expose the true power of the monster you're trying to raise. Yeah, best advice we can give for that. And if you guys want to check out any of these other cool games that are currently on high display as we speak, you can head on over to the websites only known as FreeOnlineGames.com or on MiniPlay.com to play these games for yourselves in your spare time, or like what I used to do back in school, in between periods of going from class to class. That's if you finish all your work like I did. And with that said, folks, we might as well head back into this music, and when we return, we'll be back with more madness as Under the Radar continues right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.